You've always been in the mix of a lot of races.
Yeah.
And today you got your reward with a big victory. I mean, it's a prestigious race.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good race to win. I mean, it's probably only my second or third Nat B win, but obviously it's probably my biggest one. Yeah, I'm always tend to be up there, but kind of maybe riding a bit not the smartest kind of thing, and not having much for the finish. But today it kind of just felt strong all the time, and there was always kind of groups coming across, groups moving, and they were always working. So I always felt like I kind of had a chance, and whenever kind of it split or a move went, I was quite happy to kind of follow the wheels and get across to it or kind of be in it.
When these groups went away, were they working together? Because I mean, there were lots and lots of groups.
No, kind of the one I was kind of quite surprised of when the group came to about 20 riders, and it was still chopping through and it was still going quite hard. So no, I was sort of surprised, but it went for a good few laps. We were going quite hard, and then kind of started to stall, and then that's when I went away with Theo from Wheelbase, and then kind of another 7 or so came across, and that was your kind of established 9, and kind of from there I was like, right, I feel quite strong here. We can do something.
Well, I know that there was that group of 20, and then another 10 group came across.
Okay.
Next lap,
all over the place.
It exploded again.
Yeah.
So anyone in particular pushing it?
John Mould was always kind of looking for people to work. I mean, I was always kind of trying to get it working. I mean, you often it was kind of inevitably kind of 5, 6, 7 sort of riders doing a lot of the work, and a few sort of waiting for their opportunity. But it was like I say, it was always working.
When Joey went, as I say, Joey got instructions to have a go, and about 2 to go, I think he went.
Yeah.
You see it immediately?
Yeah, no, I saw it immediately, and I saw it kind of not being chased immediately, and I kind of noticed it as being quite dangerous, and so I was like, I have to try and get on that, and I got across and wasn't being chased too hard, sort of thing. Well, I didn't get across to him immediately. I had to kind of ride in the gap quite hard for a while, but eventually I got onto him, and as soon as we got together, we were really kind of motoring along and getting we were just. Yeah, it felt really smooth and really comfortable, and kind of you just saw every time you looked around the corner, kind of less and less or kind of big gaps, and then you've got the team cars behind you. After a while, we knew it was kind of quite safe, but had to keep working all the way.
Did you know Joey? Because I'm not sure he knew you.
No, I'll be honest, I didn't know. I'm not. I mean, I'm not a massive follower of the whole cycling outside of kind of it, but no, I didn't know him. But obviously, kind of, if he's going to be riding for the UCI team, you're going to be kind of you're not going to be weak.
You weren't going to take him for granted.
No, of course, and you could tell by the turns he was taking and stuff, he was pretty strong. So and how when he attacked, he got a good gap quite fast, and kind of he was staying I was kind of pegged at him for a while, so I knew he was obviously quite strong. And his car came up at one point and said, "Oh, John's in the gap." And obviously, I was thinking back to track nationals where he was going well, and I was like, we can't let him get across to us because he'll just outsprint us. So we kind of stayed on it, and no, it was good.
Final sprint, just talk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't really see much by that time because there's so much grit and everything on my glasses. So I flicked my elbow going up the drag, and he wasn't fancying coming through. Which is fair enough. Yeah. So I didn't want to stall it. A faster sort of sprint probably works better for me, and I kind of tried to squeeze him across to the left as much as I could before the sprint opened. And I was thinking, I'll go as soon as I see him. So I was ready to go as soon as he was going to, and I saw him get out the saddle, and I kind of just. I would sprint as best I could. I mean, I'm not a massive sprinter, but obviously a 2-up's a bit of a different story. But
especially after a long gritty.
Yeah, of course. And he came round me, got just in front of me, but then kind of started to stall, and kind of I came past. And I mean, I'll be honest, as soon as he came round me, I wasn't really expecting it, but he kind of didn't. He wasn't moving away, and I was like, dig, and I was pretty happy to come across the line first.
What now for you and the team?
We're obviously looking at kind of more the national A's this year. So the next kind of big one is Chorley GP, and then kind of all that spring series. Moving into the Tour series, so I'll be less involved this year than I was before because it's not my cup of tea. but there's that, and then kind of I do the whole track side of things as well. So there'll be a little bit of track through the year as well.
Just give us an idea of the team, because I mean you're in the break with the UCI team, but I guess are you guys all full-time workers or? Pretty much. I think there's a couple of riders who kind of are like uni students or kind of post students sort of thing, but I mean I'm not. I've got a full-time job sort of thing, and so I'm a little bit different to a lot of riders. I like the early mornings as opposed to the evenings. So you kind of catch me out at about 5 a.m. some mornings, which is dead keen, but it's it's all right. So the final question then: winning a race like this, getting up at 5 a.m. that helps.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'll be make it a bit easier this coming week. Kind of give something to think back on, and what else you want to what else I want to achieve this season.
All right, well done. Right. Cheers.